of a hard time because there's been something that I've been meaning to tell you, and I didn't really know how to tell you in an appropriate way. But I think that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and a video, well, a video says it all. When I heard what a crazy bachelor party Hung was going to have in New York City, it did not sit well with me. So I did what any best friend would do. I had them followed. There's no way for me to prepare you for what you are about to see. I think that you will be just as shocked as I was. Hung and friends, I can't say that I'm not disappointed. You'll have something to talk about later. There have been so many versions of this speech. First, I wrote an angry at Hong version, where I rebuked him for so abruptly coming into all of our lives and whisking Shanne off with him to LA. Then, I explored writing one of those walk down memory lane versions, but soon realized that most of you would be staring blankly in your seats as I recounted the last couple of decades of mine and Shanne's friendship. I really wanted to write a funny speech, but when I found myself Googling jokes for wedding speeches, I abandoned that idea fairly quickly. So, we are left now with this ever so raw version of just some of the things I want to say on this very special day to my best friend and to her new husband. This is me and my friend in 1993. We would laugh at everything. We could talk about anything, and we would spend hours just enjoying each other's company. Oh, and that's Shanne there behind the tree. She was such a bother back in those days. Always wanting to do what I did, go where I went, much like a younger sister. But as time passed, I could not resist her special charm and would have to admit that her stocks in coolness factor had inevitably risen. And so, nearly 20 years ago, I let her tag along, and we embarked on this journey called friendship. Shanne, in the last 20 years, you have been a constant reminder of what friendship is, and have set the standard for love and forgiveness in my life. There are not too many people that can put up with my single-minded, lack of filter, and sometimes oblivious demeanor, but you are always a trooper. Likewise, in the past years, I have seen you pursue your dreams wholeheartedly and to sometimes endure the pains of defeat. There are truly no words that can capture or depict the laughter, the tears, adventures, fears, hopes, and everything in between that you and I have walked through together. You have been an incredible companion, and I am so proud to call you my friend. When I think back on all the silly fights and the not so silly fights, I am so grateful for those times of refinement. When I remember all the jokes and all the crazy adventures, it will always bring a smile to my face. Now you are moving more than 3,000 kilometers away, and on to the next fragment of your journey. This time, unlike other times, we do not have the reassurance of a temporary separation. The only reason I can still accept this fact is because I know what a truly stand-up guy Hung is, and I know he will now fill the role of bringing much laughter and most definitely much suffering into your life. Whereas before, I would probably tell you to party recklessly. It's so distracting. Whereas before I would probably tell you to party recklessly, I ask now that you learn to love recklessly. Rather than propelling your own life's ambitions forward, I ask that you constantly lift one another up. The author of The Little Prince wrote, "Life has taught us that love does not consist in gazing at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction." In adopting this mentality, I am certain that there will be struggles and heartache and many drunk phone calls to my cell at ridiculous hours of the night. But ultimately, there will be growth and peace and love. Marriage is no easy feat, believe me. It comes with so much joy, but also so much stretching. Stretching beyond preconceived notions and predetermined plans. I can't stand here and say that I will be the one to set that perfect example of marriage for you, but I promise that I will be here always to walk through it with you. I am confident that you will find your own stride. Tom, I know where you live, and any more than 2 wake-up calls from Shanne in a month may spur an unexpected visit to LA. But, joking aside, I have come to love and respect the man that you are. You have demonstrated great courage in taking on this responsibility, and you do it always with a smile. As I hand my best friend in the whole world off to you, all I ask is that you love her, you protect her, and you cherish every imperfection within her. Please raise a glass and join me now in congratulating Shanne and Ham. Here's to looking outward together in the same direction.